Hello, I've got Harmony here. Treehouse's single hop Nelson Sauvin beer. I have got this once before. Didn't do a review, but I really liked it. And it seems like they are brewing it whenever they get Nelson. They currently have a whole bunch of Nelson beers available. So I guess they just got a big shipment. I hope they do a Nelson Eureka. But this one is 6.9% alcohol, and they say it uses an elegant malt bill, whatever that means exactly. They're house yeast and just Nelson Sauvin from New Zealand. It was canned July 7th, so it's been in the can for 14, a little over 2 weeks, maybe 15 days now. I'm expecting it to be good. I had their other Nelson IPA in perpetuity. That one's Nelson and Citra, and it was very nice. Might be interesting to try these side by side, see how the Citra changes it. This seems like it's a little bigger. It's 6.9. Actually, I think in perpetuity it was like 6.7, pretty close. But last time I had this, it just seemed a little bit denser, less soft and fluffy, and just the way the Nelson worked with the beer, just kind of keeps their yeast from getting too sweet and candy like. Same with like green. These southern hemisphere hops are just very unique. So there you go. Lighting might be a little weird now. There might be a storm coming, but that is a pale orange. Let me see if I can get some more light. There you go. So, yep, it's very bright orange. I wouldn't say it's blonde, pale blonde. But it's paler than gold, I guess I'd say. But you can see it. It basically looks like that. And it's quite hazy. The Chiku glasses they're so wide that it's a little bit hard to tell exactly how hazy it is, but seems quite hazy. Pretty opaque. Yep. And it's so cool that Nelson is just such a unique hop, so distinct that it punches through the very strong house yeast character that the Treehouse has. It's got the fresh cut jalapeno. It's got juicy white grape. Maybe some grapefruit, but it's like not very bitter seeming grapefruit. They say gooseberry, ripe apricot, kiwi, maybe kiwi. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Even though a lot of times you think kiwi, or you think kiwi's like the traditional. Is it the indigenous people from New Zealand? I forget. But just it's a name for New Zealanders is kiwis. But I don't know if they actually have kiwi fruit if they're from New Zealand. I should know this. I should look this up. But it just smells really good. And there's just a little bit of that candy estery yeast profile. It's almost like white wine bubblegum smell or something. I'm not quite getting banana. But just something a little bit sugary in there, despite all these flavors that I guess they're sweet flavors, but they're not coming through as like too candy-like, which I am not a huge fan of with most IPAs. I don't want it to smell literally like bubblegum and banana. It smells really good. It's juicy. It's a little bit more bitter than the classic Treehouse style. Maybe not as bitter as green. Delicious, and it lingers with the esteries there. That's where That's where it really has this sort of grape bubblegum sort of flavor. Not exactly like purple flavor, but something akin to that if they made, white grape bubblegum, which maybe they do. And it has that nice, dank, spicy green peppery note still in the aroma, but in the flavor it's more fruit. And a nice, dense, textured body. And as I drink it, it's probably going to get more grapefruity because there is some bitterness in there. It's zesty, it's juicy, it's bright. It's all of the light green color flavors, white grape, maybe honeydew, kiwi. Yep, that is nice. It's definitely very hop saturated, but it's very clean. There are no off notes. When I was really smelling, I was getting some booze. A little bit in there. But I found that Nelson was just becoming one of my favorite hops. Like I didn't really think it was. I mean, I like it, but I usually I'd have it in blends. Um, but Hill Farmstead, their double Nelson is just when I've had it over the past several years, it's been fantastic. Um, it's just cool. This hop works so well with the New England style because it is very distinct and unique. Very nice feel to this. Not perfectly velvety, and a good burnt bitterness comes in that keeps you wanting to sip more because it's a sweet beer. Mm. But usually Treehouse isn't so sweet that I'm like I get tired of it after a while. There's usually some kind of bitterness that comes in. Um, yeah, this is great. This is a 4.5 beer, maybe 4.5 plus.